Hello fire signs, welcome to Wandering Magic. If you don't know what a fire sign is, that includes Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So what we're going to do is pull a couple cards for a love reading. We have 3 oracle decks. I know it seems like a lot, but there'll be more tarot than oracle, I think. So we have oracle, tarot, and it's going to be wonderful. This is going to be for couples and singles, so don't fret. There's going to be timestamps down below. And without further ado, let's get shuffling. Okay, fire signs, welcome back. So how this is going to work is if you are in a relationship, so define relationship. If you are a couple, you are with someone and you know it. There's no doubt about it. You are with this person. You are in the couples reading here. You're on the left along with this oracle card. If you are single, meaning you're not dating anybody, or you're dating someone, or you guys, you've been dating someone for a while, but you're not official, you're technically still single, right? You're not claiming each other. Therefore, you'll be on the right. And these 2 cards here, along with this oracle, is going to give you your message. I hope that that's clear. And without further ado, let's get right into this. We're going to start with couples. So if you don't want to hear this and you're single, you can just check the timestamps down below and do the damn thing. All right, here we go. Starting off with our first card here, we have the 4 of Cups in reverse. That's you, fire sign. This is your partner here, the 6 of Wands. And the relationship as a whole is the Ace of Cups. Our oracle card over here says missing you. That oracle card, I'm not even going to hold you, just changed the trajectory of this reading just a little bit. All right, the center oracle card here says, I go where you go, but that also says a lot. So here we go. Starting off with our 4 of Cups in reverse. The 4 of Cups in reverse talks about you've been in a place with your partner where they let you down. You may have even let them down. You second-guessed the relationship. You weren't really sure. Maybe there's a incompatibility here. You may be involved with a water sign because the cups here are dominating the couple's reading here. With the missing you in conjunction with this 4 of Cups, that's exactly what this is. You may be missing this person. So you guys haven't officially broken up yet, but you may be separated. You may be experiencing that. You're in a state of sadness, but honestly with this 4 of Cups in reverse, it's like you coming out of that. So it seems like you're figuring this out. Before I even get to your partner here with the 6 of Wands, with this Ace of Cups, it's like this relationship is based on love. Like this is mutual. This is togetherness. Loving this person and working it out. So it just might be a hiccup because if you're listening to this during Valentine's Day, Mercury is in retrograde, so be careful with that miscommunication. Some things may have been said or maybe just misunderstood, and you're learning to work through those things. This is you coming out of the period of sadness because you may be coming to a point where you understand each other. With the 6 of Wands here as your partner, they're just, to me, showing you like, I accept you for who you are. I love you for who you are. I am excited about this. Whatever that was, that rough patch you went through, We can get through this. Your partner is like gung-ho, like, let's do this. I'm going to show you off. This may even have been you saying to them, like, look, you don't even, like, I feel like you're keeping me in secret. I want you to be proud of me. I feel like you don't want to show anybody or tell anybody that we're together. Like, what's the holdup, right? That's usually like a newer kind of relationship. So if you're early stages in the relationship, that could be a concern. But your partner is, I feel like, agreeing to say, you know what, let's do this. Like, I'm going to show you off. You're right. Because you feel like with the Four of Cups, like, I don't want you to hide me. I want you to be proud of me. But it seems like there's going to be an understanding happening here, because this Ace of Cups is like, that's that new love. So if you've been together for a while, this is saying you're finally coming to that agreement and love is bringing you back together. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Things are going to be working out. You're getting that passion back. You're bringing that spark back. Some of you may have lost that a little bit if you've been together for a while. That spark is gone, but you're working on finding that, which is why your Four of Cups is in the reverse, because you're like, I'm not feeling that anymore. You're getting that spark back. You're getting excited again. This is definitely fire, water energy. So a water sign, if you don't know, would be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. And this is, those tend to, the water tends to put the fire out, right? If you're thinking in that literal sense there. But this is working together, because look, you have the cup, and then you have, which is water, and then you have the wand, which is the fire, working together and getting through this. You may be having to take the reins a little bit more on this. With water signs, they tend to be a little bit more timid, a little bit more introverted, where you're more you're the extrovert rather. Sorry. You're the extrovert in this relationship. So this is really, I think, a beautiful relationship. I think that this is like a work in progress. With the I go where you go is saying, like, you know what? We're not separating. We're going to do this together. When they see me, they're going to see you. And when they see you, they're going to see me. And this is, again, that working together. Because if there was a period of separation here, all you guys were doing were thinking about each other. Trying to figure out how to move on, but knowing the way to move on was to just get back together, to move on and move forward and progress in this relationship. And that's a beautiful thing when you come to that understanding. I feel like this person that you're with has worked a lot on themselves, and there's been compromise. I'm feeling compromise very strong here. There's definitely love, passion, and everything that you'd want in a relationship. Yeah, with the Page of Swords, it's like you figured it out together. You figured it out, and you may be in the early stages of figuring things out. There's nothing wrong with that. Sorry, I got a little cut off there for a second. You probably didn't notice, but I just want to make that known. I had a bit of an interruption. So, continuing on, the Page of Swords in reverse came out, and I was saying, I believe, that you guys are still figuring things out right now. This could have been a situation where one of you was catching cold feet and you were deciding. But again, that separated time, that time, apart, kind of gave you clarity, because what's happening here is that Ace of Cups energy. And with this Ace of Cups energy, this is really honing in on bringing all those emotions to one place, coming to heart center and feeling that love and joy that you once felt for that person, and the love that's continuing to grow between you two. And I just overall see, I don't see anything wrong with that. I think that's, if anything, that's something so beautiful to hear. A lot of people think that there's these perfect love stories, and it's not that they don't exist. It just doesn't happen with everybody. And sometimes you need to separate. Sometimes you need that time apart to bring yourself some clarity on what can I do here, what needs to be done, or even make you appreciate what you have. All right, so the last thing we're going to do is this crystal ball question. It's really an answer. So if you have a question that's a yes or no, I want you to think about that question and ask yourself that question right now. Pause the video if you need to. I am going to flip that card over, so when you see my hand, you might want to quickly hit pause. So there's your answer. Go. The time is right. I obviously don't know what you asked, but if this is your confirmation, go for it. Alrighty, if this is where we part, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for your time. I hope you appreciated this reading. If this is where we part, I hope to see you in the next reading. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so for our single fire signs, we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, which represents something to look forward to in your next relationship. The Nine of Cups in reverse is your message from Venus. And over here, your oracle card says, talking again. And in the center, it says, I go where you go. The first thing I'm going to acknowledge is that both of these cards are nines. 9 is completion. Most people think that 10 is completion, but actually 9 is the number of completion. This is about having that closure, something coming to a close in order for something to begin. So I feel like whatever this is that you're going through in this single place, in this single mindset, it's coming to an end. Meaning, if you're dating, you're probably going to start dating that person soon. Or, you guys are going to figure out whatever it is that's been still keeping you and obviously this other person single, if there is another person involved. So, something to look forward to in your next relationship. This might be a scary looking card. And I'm going to flip it this way just so you can see it. But, there she is with her pillow and her hands on her face, and here are some crows. There's a little spirit bird up here, but there's nothing really to fear. This shows to me that any anxieties that you've been feeling about dating, you're working to get through those things. You're working on calming your mind and really changing your state of mind, changing your perspective when it comes to different things in your life. Kind of a feeling of freedom and elation is coming to me from this card with the Nine of Swords in reverse. Something to look forward to is clearing up your mental health. So some of you have gotten that help that you needed, whatever therapy service you may have been using, even if that therapy was with yourself, with a journal, or with a friend, or with a professional. Either way, your next relationship is just going to give you that, I'm not worried about what this other person is doing. I trust them. Everything's fine. I know what's going on. You're going to feel solid about this. With the Nine of Cups in reverse, and the message from Venus here is, don't settle. If the person that approaches you is not everything that you want, obviously there's always room for compromise depending on what that thing is, but don't let it be the deal breaker, because Venus is letting you know that the easy breezy, wonderful person that you're hoping and waiting for, waiting in the wings, is right there. And they exist. They exist because you may be feeling, I never get what I want. Maybe there's a feeling of dissatisfaction. But I feel like Venus is telling you, like, you can get whatever you want. Don't lose hope. Keep that feeling alive. Let your thoughts be clear. Your communication with the universe be clear with your manifestations. Don't be afraid to ask what you want, and know that what you want exists and it is out there and it is waiting for you. With the Talk Again Oracle card, this could be you reconciling with someone. There might be some kind of reunion. This may even be, for some reason I'm picking up on a friend. So it might be like a friend hooked you up with someone, or maybe you met someone at a friend's party or get together, or something, like you guys met through a mutual friend and didn't even think anything of it, but there was something there, and that's going to be recognized soon. It doesn't have to be, but that's just something I'm picking on very specifically about. Because there's going to be some kind of union here, something that's going to bring you two back together. And again, it might be someone you didn't even think it would be, but it's like, here we are. Yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse is showing the hurt that you've been through, but overcoming that. And again, with 9 and then 10, the next thing we have is 1. Those new beginnings are coming. They may not be here right now, and you may not be able to see it, but they are coming. So I think this is overall message here is remain optimistic when it comes to love. Don't let your past perceptions blind you. I mean, all these cards are in reverse, so you may have a lot of blocked energy when it comes to love. She's also wearing red here too. That passion is missing. You may feel like there is some kind of lacking, but I think the important thing to focus on is you may be needing this time to heal, and take your time with that. You know, don't focus so much on love and what's going on with my love life, because there's always a grand plan. It's always a matter of when, right? We always want to know, when is this going to happen? And sometimes that definitive answer can't exactly come until we do that work that needs to get done. Because if you're not fixed, if you're not healed, you don't want to step into that relationship with this new person, because there may be some self-sabotaging going on. Something may get messed up as a result. I mean, think about it. If it were you, you wouldn't want this other person to walk into this relationship and say, yeah, this is what I want, but they're not healed, and now you have to help them heal. Like, you want to be confident, standing on your own, and be in a very good place. I don't want you to think I'm coming at you. You know, I'm not doing that at all. I'm opening your mind to multiple possibilities of what could be going on here. You know, this is not, I'm also feeling like, why me? So if you're feeling like, why me? I think, again, this is where you need to go internally, because also with the 9s, that is the Hermit card. So, and again, if that means nothing to you, a brief explanation is just going within, seeking within, going inside of yourself and getting those answers, because you already know those answers. You know what you need to do. And if you're in that healing process, just know that once you heal, things are going to work out. And you know, I'm looking over at this Talk Again card, and I feel like this is you kind of being silent. I'm not talking to anybody. And I'm meaning this. This could be in a romantic way, but it could be in another way. But I was thinking more romantic initially when I said it. So talking again is like, you know, that talking phase in the relationship, like, yeah, I'm talking to somebody. But, you know, you are going to talk to somebody again. But this is why, this explains why I'm feeling you need to remain optimistic when it comes to love. I go where you go, for me, signifies a connection with yourself. And also, this is saying, like, love is going to find you. Love is, you are never without. And I feel like that lover, that partner is going to find you. Okay? The last thing we're going to do here is this crystal ball card. So I want you to think of a yes or no question. This is your opportunity to pause the video, because the next time you see my hand, I'm going to grab that card and I'm going to flip it over. Okay? So pause now. Listen to your intuition. That's your answer. I pretty much just said that with this Hermit card energy with the number 9. Going within. You already have the wisdom. Look at this owl. The wisdom. You already have it. You already know the answer. Alright, my wonderful fire signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this resonated with you. Good luck. I want to tell you, I feel compelled to say that you're doing a great job, and don't lose hope. Just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Okay? Take care, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye-bye.